We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
3-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Nifty footwork at the 45. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Austin Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 34-yard.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Browns 20, Texans nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Texans first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
48, the mark. 52 blast. Check 31.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Dobbins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So that'll back him up 5.
Back up, son! Back up! Switch!
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
At the 14-yard line.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
From the gun, Watson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
From the 50, it's Watson. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And the Texans first down.
Now a first down throw. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Texans.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And down he'll go at the 25.
The pass.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Wide receiver, the ball.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team once more.
Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 2.
Hey, 59. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Get 54. Tight dog.
Balaj. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by Hollister. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson looks to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And escapes the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the stop.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Balaj. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
On the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down, Houston.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's the option.
Quick throw completed by Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Watson's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The defense as they take a knee here.